Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We're about to go live very shortly with the Big 5 vs Bravado matchup. So this is for the ECA Season 26 finals. This is the Season 26 of the African League, the finals, Big 5 versus Bravado. And that is going to be myself casting IsoWolf with ZOID. So yeah, ZOID, welcome. Are you ready? Are you ready for this? This is going to be a big one. This is the finals. Are you excited? I'm pretty excited.
Hey, I'm very excited for this matchup. Possibly the most important match in December in my eyes, and I think it's going to be riveting.
It's going to be riveting. Well, it's going to be a good matchup. So
Indeed.
we've kind of been following Energy a lot, but Big 5 took it away from them in the semi-finals that we casted the other day. That was myself and Recoil. Big 5 clashed it out in map 3 on Cash, took it out of the hands of Energy, and Energy was definitely a favorite to come into the finals. But now we got Big 5, we got it through, and they have to try and take it away from Bravado. Bravado currently sitting second in the South African ranking system. So this is definitely going to be a tough matchup. But Big 5, not a team to be messed with themselves. So they're actually an old White Rabbit Gaming and an Aperture lineup, and they formed themselves into Big 5. So definitely some heavy hitters. You have guys like LightRTZ, who actually played for Bravado, Energy, and Aperture once upon a time, and is now currently in this new lineup. So this is going to be a very, very interesting game, and I'm not really sure which way it's going to go.
Yeah, it is really interesting. I think something to take note of is that Big 5 beat Energy in a very close series. Of course, closing it out in 2 overtimes, 19-15 on Cobble and Inferno. And then also quite a close match on Cash, 16-12. And that would have been to Energy there.
Yeah, it looks like we're about to go straight into it here. We do have the knife round coming through. So this is going to be Bravado Gaming versus Big 5 Esports, ESEA Season 26 Finals. First map is on Cobble, and here comes the knife. This is to find out who is going to get that first side selection. And it looks like a Bravado have taken with ELUSIVE and Sonic staying alive.
Yeah, so I think we'll see BBD go CT here. They'll probably stay unless they've got a plan there for the terrorist side. We'll see what happens in a few seconds. It does seem like the match is live with Bravado on the CT side.
Yeah, well, CT side, I think most teams, if they win the knife round, they are going to take the CT side, and this is Cobblestone, so if they can hold down drop area, they're going to feel pretty comfortable. But let's go, let's get straight into this pistol round. Bravado Gaming, we have Fadey, Detrony, JT, ELUSIVE, and Sonic. And that is Detrony as the IGL. There we go, JT taking a couple of nades there right up in the beginning. On Big 5 Esports side, we have Spartannn, Spazz, LighteRTZ, kustoM, and Konvict. Lighter picking up that IGL spot, and this looks like it's going to get interesting. We have the T's moving down into danger zone, and it looks like the bomb is making its way towards A.
Yeah, we have 2 smokes on the terrorist side, and that's Big 5 Esports. And those smokes should be going towards A in a few seconds, as Spazz is lining up the smoke here on long. The bomb, of course, over towards the A side as well. kustoM is just lurking around in the Dragon Law area, going to make sure to keep the counter-terrorists honest if they try to rotate too quickly.
Yeah, but it does look like there are some nades for utility coming into it. And there's JT, he's falling back. He has that USB, or JT with a beautiful headshot there onto Konvict. Fadey taking one, and now it looks like the T's are struggling a little bit. But Spazz with that Glock, will he find one here? We will not see that coming through the map there. But Sonic jumping through the smoke. Oh, Sonic getting a nice headshot there onto LighteRTZ through the smoke. Just using a bit of, a bit of aggression, a bit of confidence, jumps through the smoke off balcony, takes down LighteRTZ, who did not expect that at all. A nice, solid, clean round from Bravado Gaming. ZOID, who's your favorites? Who do you think is going to win this? How do you think this is going to go down?
I think I have to give the edge to Bravado here. I think they generally have shown a little bit more dominance in their matchups. But of course, CSGO, it can go either way. And that was a very calm, cool, collected round from them, holding on that CT side. And B5 are going to rush long here, and the nades are doing a lot of work there. Fadey takes down Spartannn, and Detrony getting some good kills. He gets a third one there, Detrony holding long, and a fourth with a USB headshot. So it is a save round, but Detrony doing good work over there.
Yeah, Detrony definitely a powerhouse on the Bravado side, so you can't count him out. If he's going to hold the angle, he's going to hold it very well and strong indeed. And that's another solid round, but from Bravado, what do you expect to have? You know, win the first pistol, buy up that Famous, hold down the plat and take it down. I'm surprised we didn't see a drop rush there from Big 5, but it's all good. They just need to try and get 1 or 2 guns off here, or just let this round go, and the buyout will come through. If we looked at the last game versus Energy, the buyout round is where Big 5 started shining. They lost the pistols constantly, and then it came to that buy round, and they started winning those rounds back. So they're not out of this yet. This is not the Bravado show just yet, even though Fadey getting a nice shot there onto LighteRTZ, who does not have a helmet, so that is to be expected.
Yeah, the bomb towards the A mid area. There is only 1 player on site now, but Bravado will get that rotate in from JT quite early on, before the execute comes in with the remaining 3 players. But I say execute, no one has anything besides blocks, so it'll be a miracle if they do get a kill here. And as I say, that Spartannn takes down Sonic, so that's 1 gun off the counter terrorist. But I think that's fairly inconsequential going to this next round, as BVD should buy up a few rifles as well. Big 5 will buy full here with 5 AKs. Yeah, 5 AKs coming in the hands of Big 5 Esports, and as we said, we have Spartannn, Spazz, LighteRTZ, kustoM, and Konvict, and this is time for them to show us what they've got. Big 5, just a newly formed team in the scene. I think they got together around 2016, and they actually won an ESL tournament, which is pretty insane. So they definitely some heavy hitters here. This is going to be interesting to see. kustoM and Konvict went absolutely insane in the semi-finals, as well as Spartannn, definitely a young man to keep an eye on. Definitely a heavy hitter, crazy headshots, insane game sense, so it's going to be interesting to see what they can do here with these AKs, and it does look like a nice slow play, just respecting the game and respecting the time on the clock by these players. Yeah, Detrony has a AWP towards the B site, so of course the execute is going to come in towards A in a moment here, and both players there don't have proper rifles. JT's on a FAMAS and so is Sonic, so they will need to rotate over there soon unless they can get some great headshots. And Big 5, they're taking this round very slowly, and I think this is characteristic of them. Unfortunately losing kustoM there to JT as he pushes long, but they are taking this quite slow and trying to clear all the angles. Spartannn and Spazz gang up there and take down JT. Oh. But JT gets a post-mortem kill with that molly.
Yeah, nice little molly kill coming through there from JT. He finds one with his gun and then with mollies as well. But Konvict, he takes down Fadey through that vent area. There's Spazz lining up, taking down Sonic. Sonic, a big hitter for Bravado, so that's who you want to take down. And now Detrony, if he overpeaks here, if Konvict overpeaks here, he doesn't know. There we go, Konvict, he finds an insane headshot on Detrony. Will he find the next one? But he won't. ELUSIVE with the UMP takes down the last man standing in Konvict. He did a great job though to get that AWP out of the hands of Bravado. You don't want to see any AWP anywhere near Bravado and Cobblestone. That could have been a bit better, for Big 5, but they did well. They did well. There was 1 man standing between them and taking that round, and this hopefully will get up to a close match really soon.
Yeah, really close play there from Konvict. BVD though playing disciplined Counter-Strike and just peaking at the right times there. Again, we've got another quasi or save from B5. They have some pistols. We have 2 CZs, a Deagle on kustoM, and then some P250s. And now it seems like the Bravado team is fully bought up. They've got 4 M4s and an AWP, of course, on Detrony.
Yeah, and right now, there's just not much you can do. And there with Detrony, he's going to find those kills all day long, taking down kustoM in the B long area. So it does look like there could be a little bit of a drop action coming through, which will be exciting. But Fadey, he does have that M4. He will probably shut them down. So Fadey is actually really absolutely insane player. So your main highlight players from Bravado obviously is Sonic. Most guys want to watch Sonic. He's a very flash player, but there we go. JT finds another one early on. JT just finding all these early on kills, pushing through the smokes, pushing those long, and just finding the lurkers. There we go. Fadey finds one. Will he be able to find more in the drop area? He's moving his way now onto B site, just leaving his. Oh, there we go. Fadey finds another one, and that is Sonic ending it out. So I like what Fadey did there. Fadey got a kill. He pushed back and just went to go watch door, made sure that they weren't going to train rush it straight through onto B site. And then he had some backup there in the form of Sonic just watching window. So that's the thing we've got to watch from Bravado, is just their placement of their plays. It's very solid, very team-based, and it's pretty damn awesome. If you're gonna have a buddy system like that, you're gonna have a nice setup like that, they train for that. Get the kill, move off, let someone else move in that position, cover those areas, and it's going to be very tough for Big 5 Esports to break through here.
Yeah, that round, of course, not that close as Big 5 jumped through drop, and yeah, really good team play from Bravado there, as we've become accustomed to seeing. The bomb towards drop area this round, of course, another buy round for both teams. Spazz has picked up an AWP. Fadey finds one there in drop, he takes down Spartannn. But as I was saying, Spazz has brought up an AWP, so we'll now see an AWP matchup here, as of course Detrony still has that AWP. He saved that from the last round. And a lot of A presence from the players, but the bomb is towards the B site around in that the room preceding drop. So I wonder if they're trying to fake a few players off B and then rush back here at the end, because we do still have 55 seconds left in this round.
Yeah, well, Big Five, when we cast them previously, they're very good at faking out. JT, will he get caught out? There we go. Finally, JT gets caught out. He's not going to find the early frag, but Sonic, he is there to take that refrag. As I said, that Bravado buddy system is absolutely insane. But Sonic down to 16 HP, and if there's one player you want out of the server, it is Sonic. kustoM, though, he takes down Detrony, and the bomb is moving towards B. And LighteRTZ, unfortunately, getting caught out by Fadey. They just need to get that bomb down. They need to plant the bomb and play out the time. We're on a 2 vs 3 situation. Fadey down to 40 HP. Sonic on 16, getting boosted up. There we go. Sonic getting boosted up. This is going to be dangerous. And the molly, please, let's not get a molly kill. Spazz down to 34 HP, trying to find the play at Rock. And Sonic surely should get taken down here by kustoM, but we're not sure. It is Sonic indeed, but there we go. Finally, Sonic gets taken down. Bomb gets planted. Spazz finds Elusive. And now we're on a 1 vs 2 situation. Fadey, he's got to find this for his team. He only has 40 HP. And an insane headshot by Spazz. A very nice close-up headshot there with that AWP. Spazz finding Fadey, and a round on the board for Big Five.
Yeah, finally, Big Five's first round there, putting them up to 1. And Bravado, of course, on 5. That was a good round there from the Big Five side. They were, of course, playing at a deficit. And all three retaking CTs had rifles, not AWPs, so they were in a good position there, but really well played from the Big Five team. And it seems like they're going towards B again for now and getting a few of those early utilities out.
Yeah, when Big Five played versus Energy in the semis, they were very, very good at those fake plays. They'll put 2 players around to A side, get a kill or 2, will make some noise, and then the rotate will come in towards B straight away. And they're very fast and powerful with the 3-man setup, getting that bomb down. And that's what we saw in that last round, and that's what won them the round. So it'd be really nice if we could see more of that. We need these strats, we need these set plays, we need them to confuse Bravado and separate them on the A and B side here on Cobble. And if they can keep doing that, they can get some more rounds on the board and start getting a nice, comfortable scoreline going.
Yeah, I think it's, especially on this map, it's all about making the CTs uncomfortable and thinking that they don't have, they're not confident in their players playing drop, or they're not confident in the teams holding the sites, so they rotate early and then, of course, get punished for it. And that's what happened the last round. They did get some early kills there on the B site. Very slow round here, again, from Big Five. As you said, they are quite Navi-esque, as, I mean, South African teams do tend to take a little bit of inspiration from the European teams. So this round quite slow, and Spartannn is down into drop. I'm not sure if Bravado heard that, but the way Fadey's playing outside drop, I think they definitely do know that a player is in drop, and the execute seemingly coming out onto the B side very fast. Their LighteRTZ is out, but ELUSIVE takes him down. Detrony getting 1, but good trades all around. It's now a 3-on-2 in favor of the CTs, and they're all sort of coming around the rock area. Of course, Sonic pushing into drop now, and Spazz takes another one, and it's a 2-on-2 now. kustoM, the last man on the Big Five team, he needs to get this, but Fadey takes him down there. And quite a solid retake there from Bravado. Yeah, insane retake. I mean, we did see Big Five go 2 vs 3 the previous round, but they had low HP on the Bravado side. That right there, they could just not stop. And this is the thing about Bravado. You can say, you know, you need to try and confuse them, you need to try play around them and make them break their confidence. But this is Bravado. They've been so long on the top of South African CSGO's #1. They have that, you know, they have the mental state down. They can just make sure that they stay confident throughout. If they lose a couple rounds, if they get, you know, outfoxed here and there, they're still going to have that mental capacity to hold themselves together, and that, well, that mental fortitude, should I say, just to hold themselves together and make sure they don't get taken up and sucked up into emotions. And that's what we're going to see here. But there we go. Konvict, will he find the skill? He does find one onto Fadey. Konvict jumping through that drop-down zone, finds a nice bit skill onto Fadey, but JT, he's right there to watch that window drop. Spartannn also finds Elusive. We're on a 3 vs 3 situation currently right now. Spartannn has found himself that M4, but he is on 32 HP. Sonic and JT have found themselves the bomb, which has been dropped in danger zone. So that is very important to find the play with the bomb. Obviously, that bait tactic trying to come through on the A side just not paying off. And now Spazz, can he find a kill to try to open this up and get that bomb out of the hands of Bravado? Bravado are not going to want to let that bomb go away, ZOID. Yeah, we've got the 2 players there, Spazz and kustoM, pushing towards the danger area, but JT finds them both as they're trying to recover the bomb. Of course, JT and Sonic playing that bomb area really well, and now it's all on Spartannn to see if he can maybe find another kill here. But I think Detrony knows he's here. He's walking very slowly around the pillar area, and they're just dancing for now. Spartann's still there, and he will find Detrony in the back in the end. That was so close. They almost found each other. And now Spartannn up to 2 kills. He's up against JT and Sonic, who seem to have a very good hold here on the bomb, and Sonic takes down Spartannn for BVD's 7th round of this game.
Yeah, even though we look at the scoreboard right now, Bravado sitting on 7 and Big 5 on 1 round, the rounds themselves are going very, very close. They're definitely taking players, you know, off each other, off the sides. So you're ending up with two alive on the side or 1 alive on the side. So the economy game right now is not great for Bravado. If they lose a round, this could go in favor of Big 5 for a couple rounds, and that's what they really need to do. They need to find a round or 2, break the economy of Bravado, and start stringing some rounds together. That's the only way they're going to get back to this game, ZOID. Can they do it? I believe they can. I'm always down for the underdog. This is obviously favored on the side of Bravado, as they're well known in the CSGO South African community. But Big 5, can they show us what they have here in map 1 of this ECA finals?
Yeah, Big 5 going a little bit earlier in this round, rushing quickly onto the B site. Elusive finds 2 there, Spazz and LighteRTZ with a good spray down. So this is not going too well for Big 5 as they find the site. Spartannn takes down Detrony, Fadey with a UMP takes down Spartannn. So kustoM and Konvict need to find 3 players here to win this round. kustoM is peeking around that rock area. He's going down onto site now, and Konvict playing a good smoke angle takes down JT. Sonic though finds Konvict, and kustoM again in a clutch situation. He finds Sonic, and he's put Fadey down to 21 HP. kustoM himself on 37 HP here, and this is a game of the foxes. Fadey's walking around that pizza area, and he does find kustoM in the end. Just solid play out from BVD there, and like you said, very close rounds again. Only 1 player alive there on the BVD side, 2 the round before. So I think this is a good time for Big 5 to take this tactical timeout.
Yeah, definitely. You know, it's all great getting these rounds very, very close, but if you're not going to convert them onto the scoreboard, you're going to struggle. And right now, Big 5 need to find that pivotal round where they do crush Bravado, take the round, and then just win that economy game and start stringing some rounds together. If not, we're going to have a very one-sided match going, as Bravado is currently already on 8, on that comfortable position right now. Anything over this, they're going to, you know, it's just bonus rounds. You obviously want 9 on the CT side, but 8-1, you're most likely going to get a couple of rounds on the board, and hopefully we can get a nice close semi-finals. Big 5, you need to get some rounds together here. We need to have a close final, sorry, and we need to get this up there. I want to see a 6-9. I think they can do it. I hope they can do it. I do not want to see us going to a 14-1. But Big 5, if anyone can do it, they can definitely do it. They took it off energy. It can happen. As I was asked you earlier, ZOID, who do you think is going to win this one out? I know I asked you earlier before we got to this round right now. Do you think this is just a case of first map lose, or do you think that Big 5 has something to show us?
I think definitely a case of potentially nerves on the first map. You just need to get properly into the game. But Big 5 are showing disciplined play anyway. They're taking sites decisively, and they're pushing at the right times, just losing 1 or 2 players too many going into this round. So maybe, as you said, first map lose, but in this round, it seems they're pushing up fast long as it is a save. Trying to get some damage onto the Bravado side, but Sonic's having none of it. He finds Spazz and LighteRTZ, and JT also chiming in onto kustoM. So, I mean, Spartannn left. It was a save. He goes down. JT showing off with a USP.
Yeah, that was a save indeed, but this is the nice thing about Bravado. They know that they're on a save. They know the economy is broken. The IGL is talking to them, and that's Detrony just saying, you know what, their economy is low. Keep buying up those UMPs. Our economy is low at the same time. Let's not waste and buy those M4s, lose them in the hands of Big 5. Buy the UMPs, take down the enemy, as they're going to have hardly any armor, most likely no head armor, and we can just money farm. So it's very nice to see these calls coming through, and those UMPs doing some great work, especially Fadey holding down that drop zone. We do have a buy coming out here though. We have another AWP onto Spazz, which he was hitting some nutty shots earlier, so it'd be nice to see him get a nice drop. But there we go, kustoM opens it up, and this is a nice round advantage in the favor of Big 5. kustoM taking down Detrony, and it looks like we have a bit of a drop play, but Sonic, he's going to have some trouble on his hands. Konvict is close on his heels. Sonic just moving off there with that molly. Very nice play, using the utility, getting that advantage, making sure you won't get shut down. But if you look at the team right now, Big 5 are really nicely even spread out. Bomb is sitting comfortably in the middle, and that's on the back of Spazz, and then we have 2 players on either side just trying to find that advantage.
And this is the effect of that first kill from the terrorists. They're splitting. Whoa, a double there from
JT getting a
sorry.
double, so that is a nice collat with that AWP through long. He was even flashed off, ZOID. He was flashed, but the double came through with that AWP. That is insane. And that's the cool thing about Bravado. You know, they know that you're going to walk into their crosshairs after that flash comes through. You flash, they push, his crosshairs are there, and he is waiting there. And to get a collat, that's going to feel good.
Yeah, JT is playing incredibly up to 15 kills. Just very solid CT play from him there. ELUSIVE finding one on Spazz. So this is all falling apart for the Big Five side. They just seem to be getting picked off as they push. And I wonder if it may not even be a problem with utility. Because, as you said, JT was flashed there, but he still gets those kills. So maybe they should have gone in a little bit more staggered and only lost one player to that AWP.
Yeah, well, I'm trying to figure this one out right now because obviously Big Five took the map off Energy, but Energy did have a sub in. That was Wham subbing out for Flexi. So do you think this was just a case of them outshining, well, not outshining, they took the maps very close from Energy because of that sub, or do you think that Big Five just need to warm up a little bit? Bravado Gaming obviously having their top 5 lineup, their main lineup, heavy hitters, and this is definitely coming through as we're currently sitting on 10-1 and Fadey taking out Spartannn yet again. What's going on here, ZOID? What do you think they can do differently? How are they going to turn this game around? Can they? What is your thoughts?
I think potentially they're going to need to start playing maybe a little bit faster on some rounds. They have gone fast on A once or twice and lost players early, but maybe with guns and just play a little bit faster and catch BVD off guard because they are seeming very comfortable on the CT side up to 10 rounds. They just need to find kustoM this round who has an AK. Of course, all 5 BVD players alive. As I say, that kustoM takes down 2, but Sonic eventually taking him down, pushing Bravado up to 11. And it's getting a little bit late now for the Big Five team to start getting rounds, as there are only, what, 3 rounds left in this half. So
3 rounds left.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm not sure, man.
It's gone so quickly.
Yeah, 3 rounds left in this ESEA Season 26 Finals, Bravado vs Big Five. It has gone way too quickly than we expected. We wanted this to be close round for round, but unfortunately Big Five just struggling right here, and I hope that's all we're seeing here. It's just Big Five needing to warm up. I don't want to see this go into a 16-1 situation, and I definitely don't want to see the next map go into that situation. But hopefully not. I want to see Big Five get up here. These are heavy hitters. They have won some tournaments under their belt. They do have insane fraggers, and they just need to step this up. But there we go. Sonic, he finds the opening onto LighteRTZ. Unfortunately, they did not check the long area, which is very strange considering Sonic has been playing there all game long. Sonic finding a second kill onto kustoM. That is in the danger area. Now Spazz, it's his turn to get taken down. Sonic on that 3K. But now Fadey, he finds Konvict, and there's a 1 player left. Spartannn 1 vs 4, and Sonic with the 4K takes him down with that AWP. And that's what happens if you leave Sonic at the AWP in long and you do not check it. Sonic is the highlight player for Bravado. Everyone should know this. Everyone loves him. He is a powerhouse, and if you're going to leave him alone, you're going to lose lives.
Yeah, Sonic playing perfectly there, falling back into long. Reading or hearing the B5 team running up mid, and he takes them down if they don't check there. And BVD were on a triple AWP setup there. Now they're on a double AWP setup on Detrony and JT. And the Big Five esports team don't have the greatest buy here. Only 2 AKs, some UMPs. I think they are maybe just forcing up what they can for the next 2 rounds as the last 2 rounds of this half. But they are taking mid control quite well here, and Spartannn takes down Sonic.
Yeah, if you're going to win a round, that's how you start it. You take down Sonic. We'll find another one, but JT gets that return fire with the AWP. And now, Spartannn, he's still alive. He only has 11 HP, and he takes down JT with the AWP with a nice headshot spray down. And now Konvict, he finds an easy kill through the smoke. Don't push through the smoke. Konvict is waiting for you. And now we're on a 4 vs 2 situation. Finally, Big Five coming alive. Will they find this round? Fadey, he's in the same player. Let's make sure they can clutch this out and don't lose too many players. There we go. Fadey goes down. We have ELUSIVE left. Surely he will go for this considering they have the economy, but he gets taken down by Spartannn, and finally a round for Big Five. And if you're going to want to win rounds against Bravado, take down Sonic early on. Sonic, highlight play for Bravado. Take him down, push up as a team, and then just get that bomb down. Nice round there from Big Five. Finally stepping it up, finally coming alive and getting a round on the board. 2-12. Can we see a 3-12 ZOID?
Yeah, I think they, of course, definitely have the capacity to get this next round as one. It seems like a lot of the players are going towards B. We have Konvict who's lurking towards A, but I don't know how quickly this is going to go. We have kustoM already out onto long. I'm not sure if Detrony saw him there. I think he did. Trying to take those pot shots, see if he can find someone on long there. As the bomb is also towards the B site, and of course a full buy from both teams this round.
Yeah, so that both teams now just playing it very, very slow, and it's you know, it's fine. Go back, as you say, go back to that Navi-esque. I like that ZOID play, and kustoM finding a nice headshot onto Elusive. So here we go. We open up the round again. But Detrony, he gets that refrag. Sonic with another one. If you want to win rounds, you have to take down Sonic. Detrony gets flashed off and finds kustoM. Absolutely insane shot, and Detrony easy shot all day long onto LighteRTZ. He can't find the third though. Konvict too fast finds that kill. He does have the bomb on his back, so he's going to hopefully run away. Or is he going to bait this out? We're not sure. Konvict 1 versus 3. ZOID, that AWP shot through the flash? What was that?
Insane. Detrony with a 3k this round, and almost definitely cementing Bravado's 13th round. So unless Konvict can pull something crazy out of the bag, this half will be going 13-2 to Bravado, and I don't think that leaves much room for error for Big 5's CT side.
Yeah, definitely not. They're not going to have... You know, they're not going to have that cushion of rounds. They really do need to try and find this one, which unfortunately, I highly doubt. I mean, if Konvict, one person can do it as Konvict, but 1 versus 3, and it is Bravado, it's going to be dangerous. And it looks like he's going to be spotted right out of here. Is there a knife coming in? There we go, Sonic with the knife. So Sonic, he's a dirty player. He finds these AWP kills, and then he just waits in there. He baits out his teammate and goes for the knife. He doesn't even need the economy. He's just doing it for the mental plays. And as you said, Zoe, they don't have much of a cushion going into CT side. 2 rounds to play with. They can't afford any mistakes. They have to get the pistol. If they lose the pistol, they're unfortunately losing map 1 in this SEA finals.
Yeah, I really like that last knife there from Sonic to close out the half. Of course, as you said, it plays in the mental game. No matter how many times you get knifed, if you get knifed in a finals, it's gonna make you feel bad. So I'm hoping Big 5 are just gonna let this one go if they lose the pistol round. Just say, okay, cool, first map, we have 2 more to play, we can still win this. Rather than get, you know, I'm sure they have the ability to just leave it behind them and go into this next one.
Well, all these players are experienced players. They've played for big teams before. They've played in the scene before. They've played for, you know, White Ramp Gambit. They've played for Aperture. LighteRTZ played for Bravado and Energy before. They know what they're doing, and I don't think they're going to let them down in their spot. And he opens up the kill frag with 1, but Fadey on that rotate. Oh no, the flash just finds LighteRTZ and holds him out. Fadey is absolutely insane. He's just finding these kills with the Glock. Who says Glock's not strong? Put it in the hands of Fadey and he's going to find kills. Unfortunately, looks like the first pistol round is going to go to the hands of Bravado Gaming. So, I mean, Bravado Gaming playing their game and just clutching it out round after round. But Big 5, we know they can do better than this. We've seen them do better than this. And I'm really hoping that this is just first round jitters. It is a final. It is getting casted online. It is on AHL TV. It's on ESEA. Maybe just first round jitters. I'm hoping that in the second map, if they can't clutch it out here, we're going to have a game on our hands finally, because they can definitely do it. Detrony putting Konvict out of his mind.
Yeah, so that puts Bravado up to 14. Going to this one, of course, Bravado will force up what they can. JT and Sonic feeling confident. They're grabbing AKs, and then UMP is going on to Detrony and Elusive. Fadey also picking up a UMP there. So, of course, Big 5 will force up what they can this round. They've got some upgraded pistols, CZs, and a 5.7 on Spartannn. But up against AKs, you're going to have to play those really big angles. Very short angles with the 5.7, and of course Bravado will have to play the long angles, but I think they're quite confident. And the stack was on B for the CTs, and it's actually an A execute coming in. Sonic takes down kustoM, so the CTs running, seeing if they can get to the A site before Bravado get there.
Yeah, if there's any guns that can do it, ZOID, I believe in the CZs. Those things are absolutely dangerous and need to get nerfed. I don't know what Gabin's been doing with all the other gun nerfs, but this CZ slow load literally doesn't do anything because it's an insane gun. So I wouldn't mind them winning a round of CZs because it's always exciting to see. But letting Sonic walk into his round first and just finding that open frag is dangerous. And you know, Sonic, he just makes it look so effortless. I know we're hyping him a lot, but Sonic and Fadey right now just currently sitting on the top of the scoreboard. Sonic on 23 and Fadey on 16, so they deserve that hype. But they just both make it look so easy, and it's really not. Their aim is so on point. They practice, they work hard, and they are the top of the leagues of South African CSGO. They're always right up there, first or second, so it's nice to see them hitting these nutty shots. But Big 5, I have hope.
Really good play here from Bravado, though. They managed to get the players all the way to B while there are still 3 CTs on A. So they successfully baited them out there, got to the site, all to themselves. They're going to get the bomb down now, as the CTs have to try and push now with pistols and try and salvage the round. Spartannn pushing early. He might find one. He tries to go for the bomb planter. Sonic takes down LighteRTZ. Sonic takes down Spartannn as well. He is incredible. Konvict, last man alive. He's got 7 seconds. And actually the T is getting the bomb down, of course. Konvict down to 5 HP.
Yeah, I would just like to note that Sonic does have an AK in his hands, but he's using Glocks to take down these players. There we go, Konvict finally Sonic with the CZs, and I said, ELUSIVE, this should be an easy kill. As a save come in. Is he going to go for this? He kind of has to go for this. They don't really have rounds to play with. Konvict gets taken out by JT. But Sonic, he has an AK, and he just takes the Glock and starts finding kills. I don't know, man. That is just brutal. That is just adding salt to the wound. You can't do that in the ECA final, Sonic. You just can't do that.
He's making it work, though. He's up onto 26 kills. And you said Fadey also playing really well. But JT, he's up to 20, and he was playing incredibly well in the first half.
Yeah, JT are also... I mean, okay, don't get me wrong. All Bravado players are heavy hitters, and that's why they're such a great team. That's why we love to watch them. JT, there we go. As you said, great player, and he has opened up into Spazz. Fadey, he's looking for kills. Fadey finds one, but there comes the refrags in. Detrony finding a kill, and Sonic as well. Sonic and Konvict helps to take down Detrony. So a nice TK there. But that's what we love to see, some TKs. We do have the swag in the hand of LighteRTZ. Not sure what that's going to do too much, but this does look like it's going to be the final round of the first map on Cobblestone. There's a nice little boost coming through, but with a CZ and a swag, I'm not really sure what you can do, especially with ELUSIVE watching that drop. And what? Insane reflexes there by ELUSIVE taking down LighteRTZ. Not much you can do, and Sonic finishing the awesome. That is the first map of this ECA Finals versus Bravado Gaming and Big 5. Cobblestone going in the favor of Bravado. Whose map pick was that, ZOID? Who picked up Cobblestone? Because that was savage.
So the map vetoes went as follows. Big 5 took Overpass off, Bravado took off Nuke, and then Big 5 actually chose Cobble, with Bravado choosing Train, and then with Cash remaining at the end for a potential third map. So, I mean, that's unlucky for Big 5 to get beaten on the map that they chosen, and I hate to say it, to get beaten so badly on the map. I think definitely has to be playing in their minds, and it's going to take a lot to get rid of that sort of negative energy and going into this next map, which will be Train.
Yeah, so this is a best of 3, so that was only map 1, and could have gone a lot better. We thought it would. We thought Big 5 would at least get up halfway on the scoreboard. I was hoping to go straight up neck to neck, hopefully in overtime, but Big 5 struggling there, just finding 2 rounds. Bravado obviously doing a very great job. Basically everyone on their team did well. I don't think anyone weren't finding frags, so a very nice map for them. They're going to feel very happy about that. But this is the finals, ZOID. We want to see close matchups. We want to see close rounds, round after round. We want to get that hype. We want to, we want these teams just to feel it and get into this final spirit. But if Bravado are going to be playing this strong and Big 5 aren't going to bring their A game, we're not going to see that in this finals. And I still believe that Big 5 can step it up and take a map off the hands of Bravado. Do you have faith in them? Do you think they can do it? Next map is going to be Train. It's going to be Train? Tough map. Tough map.
Yes, Train. Yeah, also a map that seems to lend itself towards slow plays. So I think Big 5 can definitely do it. They can put it behind them and take that next map and potentially take it to a third.
Yeah, well, this is the thing, as we were speaking about teams being able to battle other teams. We saw Big 5 take it over into overtime and then finally clutching out Cash versus Energy, but Energy did have a sub. We do need more South African teams being able to step it up and get close to Energy and Bravado. And Bravado right now looking so strong, like they're not going to let a team get anywhere near them. I'm really hoping that Big 5 can step it up and take some maps off here and just show us that we do have other teams in South Africa that can get close up into these finals and get rounds off the big heavy hitters. We know that they can hit shots. We saw some insane shots coming through from Big 5. There's no reason why they can't do it. Maybe just a slight confidence boost in their way. I mean, they're not going to have it now, losing that first map 16-2, but they need to boost up their confidence. They need to get aggressive, because when they get aggressive and they take those 1-on-1 aim battles, they started winning them out in those 2 rounds. When they took that battle versus Sonic, they shut him down so quickly, and they pushed on site, and they were confident, and they held the angles, and they did, you know, they pre-fired their shots when the sounds were coming, and that's how they won those rounds. So do they just need to get a bit more confidence boost? I'm not sure. I don't really know what they can do right now, because this was us, ZOID. We probably would have left the server.
Yeah, Bravado winning that really convincingly, and I think I would have left the server as well. But these are pro players who know how to shut down that negative energy and get back in the game. Something I wanted to say though was when Big 5 went quickly and confidently, as you said, they were getting the kills, but that's completely different to their normal playstyle. Of course, you saw them a week or 2 ago against Energy. Maybe just elaborate on who was missing from the Energy side, and do you really think it made that much of a big deal? Is that why Big 5 managed to take that map in the end?
I think it is a big factor. I think it is a mass factor. I don't want to hop on it too much, because Big 5 obviously played very well as well. So I don't want to say that that's the reason, but it was. I'm looking at them playing now. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that that was definitely a factor. But we are going to be loading to the second map shortly, so I'm hoping we see another side of Big 5. I'm not sure that's the answer you're looking for, ZOID, but I'm scared to touch that. I'm scared to touch that, because they did definitely play well indeed. So I don't want to take it away from either team, but obviously, you know, we'll have to see what they bring here on the second map of this finals. And we're currently just loading into the next map. The next map is going to be Train. The Train, ZOID, if I'm correct, Train is the pick of Bravado.
Yes, yeah. Train is Bravado's pick, and Cash is the last map that will be played if Big 5 manage to close this one out. I think I'm almost feeling now that Bravado is going to be too strong on Train. It's obviously a map that they feel comfortable on, having picked it, and banning Nuke early on, with Big 5 picking Cobble. I think Bravado feels very confident on Train, because they had so many maps to choose from, especially maps that we see a lot more often. We see Mirage, Inferno, and Cash a lot more often, but Bravado went out of their way to choose Train. So I think potentially they might just be too strong here on Train, but we will have to see.
Yeah, I mean, Bravado are very, very comfortable on Train. They play it often. They like the map. They know the map. There's no reason why they shouldn't shut down Big 5 yet. And I haven't seen Big 5 on Train. I don't know what their Train game is like, but if their Train game is anything like what we saw on Cobble, we're going to be in trouble here. We might not get to the third map. We want to get to the third map in the finals. I want to see a third map. I want to see Cash. Out of all the maps that we cast or get to see teams play on, it always comes up to Cobble being the last map, or Train coming in there somewhere. Train's also usually the last map or something like that. So I like to see maps like Inferno, Mirage, Cash. So if we can get a third map and see Cash, I'm gonna be happy about that. So hopefully Big 5 can step it up here, go big, put the last map out of their mind, put it down to warm up, put it down to mistakes were made, and clutch it out on Train, and we can see a third.
So, just looking at the history from Bravado, they, against Goliath Gaming, they of course chose Train as their first pick. And when playing DC banned Train straight off the bat. So they obviously respect Bravado's Train here. Looking at Big 5, they don't really seem to play Train that much. Early on in the season they lost versus Bravado on Train and versus Energy on Train as well. So I don't think it's a map they're particularly confident on.
Perhaps not, perhaps not. Just reading through chat here, though, Soul saying, I think the map on Cobble was a lot closer than the score said. And I must agree with that. So as we said while we were casting, that every round after round, there was 1 or 2 players left alive. So the economy game was just on the brink of collapse at any point. They just weren't able to clutch those rounds. So it's not like Big 5 weren't playing a good game. They were finding kills. They were getting bombs down. It was just a case of not being able to clutch it out versus the one or two last standing BVD players. So it's not like they can't do this. It's not like, you know, they got 16-1 and they never ever killed a Bravado player. They killed players. They had insane shots. They had good strats. It was just a case of not being able to clutch it out versus the one or two last standing players. So if they can manage to do that here on Train, and as you say, unfortunately, Bravado has a record of beating Big 5 on Train, but maybe we see a bit of revenge here coming on this map here, and maybe Big 5 can clutch it out and can show us that they can get, you know, just get all the players down, get the bombs and get those plants and get the rounds. Because if you play that economy game and you do get those rounds, you can definitely win this map off Bravado.
Yeah, a few rounds in the last on the Cobble map where Bravado had won 3 or 4 in a row, and they were all only around 3,000, maybe even less. Some of them had bought up fully and gone down to $100. So as you said, it's on the brink of collapse. If Big 5 could have got around there, they may have been able to string a few rounds together and actually make that a completely different map. So I think I also would agree with that statement that it was a lot closer than the scores show.
Yeah.
But we also never know where Big 5 have been working. Potentially they thought, okay, we want to use this as some sort of dark horse. We know Bravado choose it a lot, and we haven't really played it. The stats show that we haven't really played it, and then they could have practiced very hard on it to try and get some sort of upper advantage. As we don't know where the players have been scrimming. We don't know what they've been playing on.
Yeah, exactly. We haven't really seen much from Big 5 in terms of actual scrims online. Like when we've casted quite a lot of games recently, Energy Bravado has come up often, so we've seen a lot of them, but we really haven't seen that much from Big 5 until we go to the semis. So we don't know really if they've been practicing, and they should, if they look at Bravado's map choices from the past, they should know that Bravado is probably going to want Train. So hopefully they have been practicing that, and hopefully we can see some strats coming out of the side of Big 5 and take this map off Bravado. But anyway, just to reintroduce here, Zoid, sorry, just to cut you out there. This is the South African leg of ESEA Season 26 Finals. This is Bravado Gaming versus Big 5 Esports. Do you want to do a rundown of how these two teams got here, Zoid?
Yeah, sure. We can take a look at the brackets in a second while I bring them up here on the screen. Give me 1 second.
Yeah, sure. So Zoid's just gonna run through how the teams got here, how they went through this competition, how they found themselves in the finals. So who they went up against, how they went up against them, and he'll give us that lowdown shortly. We're just pulling that up on his screen there so we can have a look for you guys. But it's been pretty brutal. It's been these guys have had some tough teams to play against. I know. I'll just talk about the one that I know about. Bravado went up against Damage Control on their first map, and they ended up winning that versus Damage Control. Damage Control won Verse Gaming Championships this year at Rage. Energy and Bravado were in that because they were in the ESEL tournament. But Damage Control did end up beating that, and they arguably top 3 of the South African scene right now. So it was a very strong game there for Bravado to take. I don't know, Zoid, if you want to just take it on from there, if you've drawn everything up. Okay, it looks like Zoid is still trying to find his steps. So puzzles, Big 5s usually play on Billisoft. I see them always at Icewolf TV. Okay, cool. I mean, so they're always on Billisoft. I think I need to hang out on Billisoft a little more and just keep my eyes out on these plays. I'll draw it up here. So this is how it all went down, right? So Damage Control. So Bravado went up versus Damage Control, where Bravado beat them on Cash and Mirage, and Damage Control only finding six rounds in that whole setup. And then Bravado went up against Goliath in the semi-finals, who they absolutely destroyed. They went Cobble 4-16 and then Train 7-16. Bravado obviously winning that up. So that's how Bravado found themselves in the finals. Right now we had Spartannn Esports going up against Big 5. Big 5 won that pretty convincingly. That put them into the semifinals, which was Energy versus Big 5. Big 5 took that all the way up to 2 overtimes. So in both maps, which was Cobble and Inferno, they went to overtimes on both maps and finally clutched it out versus Energy in the final map of Cash. Now we're currently sitting in a situation where Big 5 are up against Bravado Gaming in the finals, and the first map has gone in the favor of Bravado 16-2, and we should shortly be going into this next map, which is Train, and we do have all teams or all players from both sides on the map right now. They're just doing a little bit of warm-up. We'll probably cut through to a warm-up scene shortly for you guys to have a look. But this next map should go off very soon.
I think that looking at these brackets, Energy seems to... Sorry, Big Five seems to have had a lot closer games, especially versus Energy, as you said, the 2 overtimes. But, you know, they don't look as convincing as the Bravado results. I mean, Bravado took both those games there against Damage Control very convincingly, and again, they took games convincingly against Goliath. So they just seem like the more dominant team in the SA scene at the moment.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. You know, Bravado, they always have good results. They always have good frags. They're always so constant, and that's why they're constantly near the top. They're just constantly good players. You know, they're not like other teams where you're gonna shine out now and do so well, right? They have heavy hitters. They have, if Sonic's not playing well, Fadey's gonna play well. If Fadey's not playing well, ELUSIVE's gonna play well. If they all play well, well then, you know, it sucks to be you because you're not going to win. That's basically how Bravado work. But you have teams like other teams, and maybe that's what we're seeing here with Big Five. They're just not coming alive. They're just not having those heavy hitters. They're not having those star players they can bring it out. I mean, arguably you have, so you're looking at Konvict, kustoM, and LighteRTZ who've pretty much called themselves star players just in the fact that they've been around for a long time and have a lot of experience, but they're not in that bracket as Sonic or something like that. But that doesn't mean they can't hit frags. That doesn't mean they can't take rounds. This can definitely go in their favor. They just need to play their game, and they just need to get those frags and bomb down. And here we go. ZOID, take it away. 9th round, second map, ECA finals, Bravado Gaming versus Big Five.
Going into this 9th round, it seems BVD dominating it so far. They have got all the kills. Very quick 9th round there as they pulled the trigger. With 3 players left alive on the Bravado side. So, again, I think we'll see a CT out of Bravado. They, of course, feel very confident in the CT as they took those 13 rounds in Cobble. So I think, yeah, that's probably the worst outcome for Big Five. They would have loved to get the knife and go into CT and break some of the Bravado momentum, as this map is very CT-sided. Yeah,
especially when you have the likes of Bravado on those AWPs. You know, you're gonna see Sonic picking that AWP again. Hopefully, as you saw, he did in Cobblestone. That was insane. JT on AWP is someone not to be messed with. Basically, most players on that side with AWP and train. AWP's dangerous. Hopefully, we're going to see a double AWP setup here, ZOID. I'm not sure. What do you think the setup's going to be here for Bravado? Do you think we see double AWPs coming out? Do you think we're going to have Fadey pushing up close angles and just trying to take those aggressive brawls? How do you think this is going to go down? What do you think they set up if they could? Do you think double AWPs here? I would like to see double AWPs.
Yeah, I definitely think double AWPs. Train, obviously a map with really long angles, so a double AWP setup is favored. But in this round, of course, we are on pistols, and a few decoys there towards the Ivy area, and eventually they're going to push quickly onto this A site. One terrorist out there, Spartannn, up against 3 Bravado players, so ELUSIVE takes down Spartannn, but this opens up the B side a little bit, and LighteRTZ takes down Detrony there on the B side, but it is just LighteRTZ and Konvict left as Sonic takes down Spazz as well. And the bomb is down, but it's all on Konvict.
Fadey.
Great shots.
Fadey, you can't just run aside and find 2 headshots as the bomb goes down. You got to give Big Five a chance, man. You can't just do that, Fadey. But that was insane. 2 headshots there by Fadey, just clutching out that. Well, not even clutching out that round. There's 4 Bravado players alive. That wasn't even a clutch. That was just a decimation there by Bravado, taking them down. But Big Five does find that bomb plant, so it means they can save some economy. And we know that they only really come alive when it comes to those buy rounds. So they're not out of this yet, but they do need to start finding rounds early on. We can't have this going 8-1 again and becoming the Bravado show. Big Five, show us what you got and start finding those frags. We want a proper finals here.
Yeah, Big Five tried to send Spartannn there onto the A site previous round to bait some of the Bravado players over, but they weren't having any of that. And Fadey finds the first kill into this round in the drop area, and that's the bomb down as well. No, sorry, the bomb is above him. This mini-map baiting me for a moment, but Fadey does have full drop control there, which limits the options of the terrorists.
Yeah, and as I said, Fadey's most likely going to play close up and look for those brawls. But here we go. Oh no, he's got a flash out. And unfortunately, we're just not seeing what's going on there. But anyway, Detrony, he finds 1, he finds 2, he finds 3. Spazz, Konvict, and kustoM sit down. Detrony's got your number. and he's calling. Fadey, he takes down LightRTZ as well with that UMP, and Fadey playing close up with that UMP is super dangerous. Obviously they had pistols, they didn't have any armor, this is what to be expected, and this is Bravado Gaming. They're going to shut you down all day long, but that is just a Detrony just farming up some kills. Fadey on 4 kills, Detrony on 3, Sonic 2, Elusive 1, and we have a nice full flush there. JT sitting on 0, but he doesn't need to do anything, his team's doing it all right now. He can just chill and wait for them to call him up. And this is going to be another. Well, this looks like there is going to be a full buy coming out in the 3rd round here. We do have 4 AKs and then a UMP in the hands of Spazz. ZOID, is this premature, or do you think they're ready for this?
Yeah, I think they're ready for it. Of course, the 3rd round, the round that you buy up. Bravado going again for that sort of bonus type round on Fadey and Detrony, saving up money, of course, and keeping those the FAMAS and the UMP. But they've shown that they can still hold sights with those weapons, so they don't actually need to upgrade yet. But if they come into contact with one of the terrorists with an AK, and the AK, of course, does more damage per shot, so they will be going down in that sort of case. But B5 team taking it a little bit slow this round. It looks like a B execute eventually, and Konvict playing that characteristic lurk, but he goes down to Fadey as Fadey pushes the hot dog area again, and Sonic takes down LightRTZ.
This is just
decimation.
This is absolutely savage. Bravado is just not letting them get any inch of real estate, not letting them even on sight. They're getting shut down as they go B every single time. I think it's time that Big 5 try to take that A perspective. Because right now, Bravado is not letting them get anywhere near B site. And I think that is a problem when you go into the 3rd round and you buy up those AKs and a UMP. I would have liked to see their first round buy up going right. This should have been the round they bought up. They should have got an AWP and they should have tried to find those kills, because Bravado, they're not going to buy up straight away off those UMPs. Take the long range distance and then try find a pick or 2. But never mind. Bravado doing very well right here in the finals right now. They are sitting on 3 and being very happy with themselves, winning out that first buy round. And there we go. Sonic is feeling it. He's getting aggressive. He's getting confident, and he's pushing. Sonic finds one. Elusive finds another one. 3 Big 5 players left. No armor, couple of pistols, and a dream. This is looking dangerous, ZOID. I'm not sure. I was hoping Big 5 are going to step up here, but their first buy round did not go well.
Yeah, I think they just didn't manage to get the CTs uncomfortable enough. You know, they still had CTs on the B site, and you know, they just didn't manage to find the jewels there. The CTs was feeling comfortable just sitting in their normal positions, and they managed to get the shots off. This round going a little bit slow. I think maybe Big 5 just trying to talk a little bit about what they need to change after losing that buy round, as they don't have too many prospects up against 5 fully kitted CTs. But eventually a flash going to go down into the B side with Sonic and Fadey holding up close there. Sonic does go down to Konvict, so a little consolation kill there as the rest of the BVD cleanup crew come through and kill those Big 5 terrorists off.
Yeah, and if we just kind of look at the Bravado setup right now, they won the first map. They took Cobbles, so right now they are not scared to push and get those flanks. Every single round at this moment we have Fadey pushing, or we have Elusive pushing from the flank and just finding these kills. They got the bomb plant there, which is great. That's awesome. But if you're gonna lose 2 players after that from a flank, that's not what you want. And look here, Detrony, he's pushing his way through Ivy, and he's trying to find these players. Their game sense is so on point. Bravado know that Big 5 are tilted. They know that they just on the back foot constantly, and they 4-0 up in the second map with having the first map in their advantage. So they're going to find these battles, but never mind. Konvict comes alive, takes down Detrony, and is this the round where things change? Can Konvict do this for his team? Can he find another kill? Can Big 5 take a round off Bravado, or is the blue wall defense going to hold strong and make sure that they just don't get rounds on the board?
It's interesting, Spazz, of course, having picked up the whole this round, doesn't really peek A there. Just interrupting there as JT takes down Konvict, so they've got that real estate back, and they check Ivy and there's no one there, so the rotate's going to come in from Fadey, he's going to come B eventually. But the terrorists have dropped down into the pop dog area, not making a sound yet. Spazz with that AWP, he's also playing drop down, which isn't the best position for the AWP, of course, and JT takes down Spartannn. So Spazz now coming alive, takes Elusive out, but JT finds him again. And this round again, there's just not enough utility going out onto the site, not enough smokes I don't think. But LighteRTZ does find Fadey. It is a 2-on-2.
Yeah, we're currently on 2 vs 2 situation. LighteRTZ and kustoM, full HP, AKs in their hands. JT, however, he has an AWP and he is down to 8 HP, so if they can find him and clip him before he finds that headshot, you're going to be feeling really happy about this one. Sonic, he has an AK in his hands as well, and he might look for some kills here. It looks like, there we go, they're actually going to try and retake this. So the AWP coming through, LighteRTZ, he's playing aggressive, he's holding this angle, and I like this. I like getting nice close up and dangerous, especially when there's AWP in play, and just try and find that pick. Will he pick at the right time? There we go. JT, he's picked himself up an AK. Surely you can hear this. He finds an insane headshot onto LighteRTZ. How does he even do that? LighteRTZ, are you awake? AFK LighteRTZ right over there. Now JT, he's going for the defuse. 5 seconds on the clock. He's going to try and find it, but he gets taken down. kustoM finds 2, and that is a round on the board for Big 5 Esports. Finally, a round on the board. After LighteRTZ went AFK there for a second, getting taken down by JT on 8 HP. We have 8 kills coming in. We finally have a round on the board, and that is kustoM taking down the last 2 players. And finally, what we needed, ZOID, 4-1. Big 5, can we do this?
Yeah, a little, of course, not as late as Cobble. Big 5 managed to find a round there, but it doesn't make a difference to the CT economy just yet. Detrony is on an AWP, Sonic is on an AWP. As you said, double AWP setup here. Sonic holding towards the B, and Detrony boosted up. In the zigzag connector area. Will he find a player here as Spartannn actually rushes from Ivy? He takes down 2 players with a Mac 10. Fadey eventually finding Spazz, but this is looking good for Big 5 as they push the A site. Detrony and Sonic left alive with the AWPs. Both of them have AWPs, so they're going to have to try and hold this site, but the smokes come in, and they might just rotate now. Both of them together, this buddy system with AWPs, which is of course not what we normally see, but we know what the Bravado players can do.
Yeah, we know what the Bravado players can do indeed, and they can find these kills with the AWP, but the bomb has yet to go down. I'm not really sure what's taking so long to get this bomb down. There we go. Sonic finds Konvict. Finally, the bomb goes down. They took way longer than should have. Spartannn, will he get clipped up by Detrony? Detrony is hungry for this kill, but Sonic finds another one. There we go. LighteRTZ, he comes alive. He finds a kill. Now we're on a 1 vs 1 battle, and all LighteRTZ needs to do is just play the time. The bomb is down. He has the advantage. He doesn't need to peek. Let Sonic go and defuse. Do not peek this, LighteRTZ. You need this round for your team. This is time to clutch. You messed up some clutches versus energy, but this is the time to come alive. In the finals, we need you to clutch this out. Sonic has an idea, and he has a CZ. We know what these things can do. And LighteRTZ, he finds the kill. He takes down Sonic, and that is not going to be Sonic clutching that round. Finally, another round in the favor of Big 5 Esports. 4-2. Things are changing. And unfortunately, they lost a lot of players there from Big 5, but they're making rounds. They're finding these rounds. ZOID. Things are getting exciting. Things are heating up in this finals, and this is what we want to see.
Yeah, so going into this round, as you said, they lost a few players, but they managed to get 2 AKs there onto Spartannn and Spazz. And BBD also going for a force. So they've got UMPs, well, 2 of them, Fadey and Detrony have UMPs, but JT and Elusive up onto the M4. So a fairly equal buy here from the counter-terrorists and the terrorists going to this round, and equal trades as well as Fadey and Konvict managed to get some kills.
Yeah, Fadey finding a kill there, but Konvict getting the refrag there with that UMP, and that's a Konvict. Oh, there we go. LighteRTZ with the nice buddy system. Nice bait and switch. LighteRTZ and Konvict finally coming alive together, and buddy systems are what we need. And we need confidence. Konvict went down drop. He took down Fadey. He knew that the time was thinking. Here we go. Spazz, he finds those kills all day long. Elusive getting shut down. Detrony finding one. Oh no, unfortunately, players are dropping, and we're sitting kustoM 1 vs 2, and he's been in the situation before. Detrony on 13 HP with that AWP, so this is definitely possible, but the bomb is in the hands of Bravado, and there is a minute on the clock. This is going to be one tough clutch.
Suddenly, the round changing momentum there as Bravado manages to take down the players, and kustoM, he has a Galil, but he's up against JT and Detrony, who both have, well, collectively they have an AWP and an M4, and I don't think they will lose this. kustoM's going to wait and see if someone overextends, but he only has 30 seconds left, so he's going to push now and try to find the kill as Detrony. And whoa, kustoM takes down JT. So Detrony on 13 HP with the AWP might not get this, and kustoM, wow, good clutch from him. He goes into that thoroughly fortified position and takes down both Bravado players.
Yeah, that's that's what they needed. kustoM just finding those frags. He had that game since he had that awareness. He knew they would be playing close and playing tight. That close angle with the AWP, I possibly would not have had the confidence to do that. But kustoM, he clutches out for his team, and finally we have a game on our hands. Finally, Big Five stepping it up. Bravado Gaming on a save. Deagles and CZs. And Fadey, he shuts down Spartannn. That's going to hurt with the Deagle. But Fadey gets taken down by LightRTZ. And there the refrag comes in. 4-4 current situation right now. Big Five looking for as many rounds as they can get to try to stay in this finals of this ESEA match.
Yeah, with the equipment advantage here, they should manage to get some kills, but JT and Elusive have pushed all the way up Ivy, and now they're walking slowly into the A main area. I think potentially they're going to catch the Big Five players off guard. We get the camera on them. JT, good headshot onto Konvict. Will he find another one here? JT finds LightRTZ, eventually going down to kustoM, but that's too many players to lose to pistols, and Elusive finds kustoM. So, Spazz with an AK, he's up against Elusive and Sonic. And Elusive has a Mac 10. Sonic makes it work with a CZ, takes down Spazz, and that's definitely a round that Big Five shouldn't have lost.
Yeah, so CZ, Sonic just rushing through there and shutting him down with that CZ. Not even scared to play that battle and did not want to get another clash out. And this is the problem. Pistol rounds too strong. Bravado Gaming, CZs and Deagles win a round off Big Five. That should not have happened, and unfortunately that is going to hurt. But it is what it is. Bravado Gaming sitting on 5 and Big Five currently on 3. And Detrony leading his team with 10 kills and LightRTZ and kustoM 6 apiece.
So another save here, or pistol buy from the Big Five team. They lose an early player in the form of LightRTZ to Detrony on the B site. But we haven't got too many CTs committed here. We just have Detrony and Sonic, even though the terrorists were rushing there. So I think they're feeling quite confident there. But Big Five going to go for that drop area play, going to go down into Pop Dog. They made a little bit of noise there, so I think we will see the Bravado players rotating over.
Yeah, so we are on a pistol save here. Big Five feeling slightly more confident now that they got 3 rounds on the board. So hopefully they can carry on and get a couple more rounds. They need 6 here. They need 6 to feel comfortable. This one they need to let go. They do have CZs. If they can find a gun or 2 and save that, that'd be great news. If not, it's alright. They still have more rounds to play. Fadey finds the head of Spartannn. And there we go. Spazz, he gets that CZ, actually finds a kill. Oh, Konvict with that CZ into Skybox. And now BVD is shutting them down. But they do get 2 guns out of the hands of BVD. Not a bad pistol round indeed.
The economy seems to be building up a little bit for the BVD side. They've all got above 3k. And Big Five, they have an AK on Spazz. I don't know, maybe a little bit of a premature buy there, because the rest of the team on pistols, Spartannn, LightRTZ, they're all on Glocks. LightRTZ has a flash, though I don't think... they're going to try and play off Spazz with the AK as he brought into this round. But up against Detrony with the AWP there on the A site, I don't know what Spazz can do.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what Spazz can do with that AK in his hands, but he has a dream and Elusive. He's looking in the right direction. Konvict here. Oh, Konvict gets 1 dick, he gets 2 dicks and takes down Elusive. That is going to be another gun in the hands of Big Five Esports. Detrony, though, he should find this kill, and he does. He takes down Spazz. So there goes the 1 AK down, but it is picked up by Spartannn. And here we go. Glock's doing a lot of damage on the CT. There we go. kustoM finding JT. Fadey shutting down Spot. Oh, Fadey through slight angle there, just on the other side of the box, takes down play. Now LightRTZ 1 vs 3 situation. Can he find this headshot? Can he find these players? He is getting tagged up nicely, and LightRTZ just getting overextending onto the train box. He didn't know there was a player up there, and that was Fadey just sitting up on train box and making sure no one overpeaks in his area. Bravado Gaming 7, Big Five Esports currently on 3.
So eventually Big Five managing to buy again. Spazz, after unfortunately buying that AK the round before, won't be able to buy up into this round. He does have a Deagle though. Again, the BVD side do have enough money for that double up setup, but not something that they have to spend money on just yet, as their CT side is working regardless. Fadey pushing early takes down Spartannn there. So, of course, not needing to buy that second AWP, we see the save, the money saved on the CT side, of course, and they want to do that because they aren't up too many rounds.
Yeah, not up too many rounds indeed, and I would stop going through drop. You know Fadey is there, and he's been finding kills after kills in drop, yet Big Five still dropping in and just giving him those frags. So making his KD nice and comfortable for Fadey in drop. I would just leave drop alone, ZOID. I'd probably play a bit more IV. They've had some great success IV. Possibly just A main a little bit more, but Spazz, he finds Detrony. Detrony misses an off shot. Spazz takes him down, and that's what you need to start bringing this round back into your favor.
Yeah, Spazz with the AK there, now he has moved on, upgraded from the Deagle, and now 3 BVD players on the B site, and on the A site, with Sonic on the B site there, and now Konvict's pushing up. He might find someone, as they're all playing very disciplined Counter-Strike. Elusive takes down Konvict there as he peeks the angle, and JT takes down Spazz. So eventually, again, Big Five trying to execute, but just getting shut down by the Bravado side.
Yeah, definitely. And one thing I've started noticing, ZOID, is that Big Five are finding or are seeing Bravado first. But they're going into a I'm not sure if you noticed this, I'm not sure if I'm just nitpicking, but they're going into a spray motion. Whereas when Bravado see you, they're instantly hitting those headshots. I think Big Five need to just try and get those one taps, because they are spotting out Bravado a lot quicker than Bravado spotting them out. I don't know, maybe just some nitpicking, but there's a lot more spray going on, and they're not going to win battles like that versus Bravado. But however, timeout does come through. This is time now for them to discuss, chat, and figure out what is going wrong, figure out what's going right, and just execute in those areas, and just, you know, make sure that you try and get a couple more rounds on the board. 3 more rounds on the board, they're going to be feeling happy.
Yeah, it's a good time pause there from Big Five. They're on 3 rounds, so they don't need to find too many more to make this this half not a catastrophe. They can definitely, I mean, they could even bring it back to 7 if they started finding crazy headshots and good plays there. So this round, or this half, isn't lost yet. So a good time pause from them to think about the strats, think about what they need to do differently. And I think you are onto something there. Maybe playing Ivy a little bit more. They found a kill there earlier on in the round, but that could have just been because a CT player was pushed up. So they haven't really tested the waters there just yet.
Yeah, they definitely haven't, and that could be something they could just capitalize on, and hopefully they do try something different. They do need to have that buddy system set up. They do need to go in, not one at a time, go two in pairs, and make sure that you get those refrags, because if you're going to go one at a time, Bravado will shut you down. Here comes the pistol save now, so this is where they don't mind losing this. All they want to get is a bomb plant, and it does look like we're going to have a B play. Bomb is moving his way to B halls right now, and there should be a quick B push and a fake towards A.
Yeah, Big Five playing fast now, pushing onto this B site, and Detrony and Sonic just holding strong. The only 2 CTs there, but they managed to take everyone down. Quick round there from Bravado, taking them up to 9-3. So, I mean, with the overarching theme of this game, it seems like Big Five is playing a little bit faster, but unfortunately, Bravado almost ready for it. They're not playing too. They're still respecting the game. You know, they're not playing like they know they're better. And I think that means that Big Five not finding a gap in the Bravado play.
Yeah, they're just not finding that gap, and Bravado just not letting it up. And why should they? This is the finals. This is, you know, this is their finals to win. This is for their ranking to push them straight back up where they're comfortable at, near the top. So they're not going to give this away. Big Five, they're the underdogs. They're hungry. They want to find this, and they need to find this. But they did take the rounds of energy. So if they could find something here, it'd be great news for them. If not, they've done great nonetheless. But I think they have more in them. I think Big Five can bring this back. I think they can get 3 more rounds. And we do have an AWP in the hands of Spazz, so I want to see some AWP action coming down.
Yeah, kustoM has drawn a few players over towards Ivy there, Elusive and Detrony playing, but Detrony has an AWP, so he's flashed off the angle there. Ivy, kustoM trying to get some work done. The bomb left towards the upper area of B, but Spazz is walking it over now towards the A side. I think an XQ will come up. Detrony going down to 7.
How does Detrony survive that on 7 HP? Will this molly find him? He just needs 1 tick, but the molly will not find him. Detrony survives on 16 HP and an AWP. That is not good news, because AWP, 1-shot kill. You can't afford that. But there we go, LighteRTZ, and that is a beautiful molly. LighteRTZ taking him down as he jumps out of that molly. That is some nice teamwork, and that's what we need to see. We need to see those teamwork, ZOID. And if they can keep doing that, they can win rounds. And now Fadey, he is on the bomb box. He's making sure that these players can't get on. We do have 20 seconds left on the clock. Sonic shutting that down. The bomb does need to go down, otherwise they're going to run out of time. LighteRTZ, he finds the second one. He's coming alive here. And Spazz is with that AWP. Spazz unfortunately just can't find the kill, and that's Fadey on the bomb box, finding 3 LighteRTZ. 1 versus 2 situation right now, but the bomb has not been planted and he gets shut down. Fadey, too strong on the bomb box.
That was incredible from Fadey. He got that spray down there, and just quick movement and seeing if you can find the rest of the terrorists, manages to get 4 kills, almost as if the rest of the Bravado team weren't there, just zoning the terrorists into Fadey's crosshairs. And that puts up Bravado to 10. Big 5 only finding 3, so this half not going as well as we would have hoped for Big 5.
No, definitely not, and it did look like Big 5 had the advantage there, finding the 2 early frags, and unfortunately could just not clutch it out. And that's the thing, Big 5 find frags, they just can't clutch it out. There's always that star player from Bravado that can hold the site and take down 2 or 3 players. And if you have players that can just take down 2 or 3 constantly every round, you're not going to be able to stop that. And there we go, Elusive finds one. Konvict though, he gets flashed and he finds a beautiful headshot into Elusive. But JT in that green train area, just those slight angles, finding kills are super dangerous. Detrony find nice off shop, Sonic taking him down. Spartannn gets shut down, and unfortunately another round in the favor of Bravado Gaming. 11-3, second map on train. Bravado Gaming having that 1 map advantage as they did take Cobblestone. And this is where Big 5 start to tilt. Will they tilt? Or will they hold it together and bring it back?
So last round here in the first half, Big 5 forcing up what they can with the UMP and 2 AKs, the Galil, but Bravado, they have all the utility they need. Big 5 not really having any utility, they don't have smokes for the sites, which is definitely going to be a problem. As we see when the smokes go down, the executes go a little bit better in favor of Big 5, but Bravado is still holding strong here as Big 5 try to take it a little bit slower again this round, not rushing out, but they don't have the utility to play it slow. You know, they don't have the smokes. Detrony, he manages, or he misses that shot while JT kills Konvict there, the lurker, and now they know that B is probably where the terrorists are going to hit, so they've rotated the players over there accordingly.
Yeah, that's the thing. Bravado have done a great job of reading these teams' plays. It does look like it might move back to drop out, cast its curse ZOID. But yeah, that's the thing. Bravado have been reading this team all night long. They've been hitting the flanks at the right time. They've been holding the right angles. They know where they're going to be pushing, and they're stacking the right sites. There's not much you can do against that. But Big 5, I would like to see less slow plays. I would like to see them be more confident, go as a team, and just rush it onto a site. I know rushes are frowned upon, but there we go. As I said, Elusive finding the right game sense and game plays, and that was what he did. He pushed all the way up into mid main, and he just held that angle, waiting for a player to overpeak and check it out. Elusive finding a second one from that position, and that is not what they want to have here. But there we go, Spazz, he finds a deagle kill. Can he find another one? There we go, Spazz with a 1 dig onto JT. Bomb is down, 1 versus 2. Will he overextend it? He's trying to get onto the box. Sonic should surely spot him out. There we go, Sonic will spot him out, and that is too easy for Sonic. Takes down Spazz. He did a good job though to try keep the dream alive, but unfortunately Sonic found him on brown train. So that is going to be in the favor of Bravado. 12-3 in the second map of this ESEA finals. ZOID, is there any hope here? Do you think Big 5 can hold this together on CT side?
I think it's getting to that point where we need to be realistic about the matchup. Bravado is doing really well, getting 12 rounds, and seemingly outclassing Big 5 in this matchup. If Big 5 can manage to get a pistol, then potentially we can be looking at a game, and they can start stringing some rounds together. As Train is one of the more streaky maps in the map pool, where if you can get a few rounds together, you can sort of string them together and get a few more, as we saw from the Bravado side, just stringing rounds together, one after another. Going into the pistol now, Detrony and Elusive have the smokes and the flashes, and they're going towards the B area, although Elusive baiting out some utility there onto the Ivy area early on in the round.
Yeah, just betting out that time, and right now this here is going to determine who takes this map straight off the bat. If Bravado find this pistol round, they're not going to be able to clutch this out, but Spazz, he finds Detrony. That is a good way to start. That's what you want. You want to find that inch frag, but the bomb is already on A side. It is getting planted, and they are setting up for that after plant hold. There we go, JT, he finds kustoM. LighteRTZ with an insane headshot onto JT. Spazz, he finds the second one off this one, and here we go, Konvict. They are running him. There we go. 2-man team. That's what we want to see. This is teamwork. This is CSGO. This is 5 versus 5. You want to see that teamwork. And now Sonic, he's on a 1 versus 4 situation, but he does find the head of Spazz, but Spartannn is there to back him up. And the first round of the second half goes to Big 5 Esports, and that's what they needed. Can they convert the next 2 rounds into their favor? We want to see 6-12, and we want to see them keep climbing this hill. So ZOID looks like he's possibly having a timeout issue, but we are back. We're going to the second round here. Bravado Gaming have saved up. They have force bought though. Well, they've eco bought, should I say. 2 CZs, a Deagle, and a P250 Glock in the hands of Elusive, because Glock and a Flash is too strong. And now we do have them moving their way towards B. All Big 5 need to do is just hold those SMGs close, those money farmers, and just make sure they find these kills and not let this round get out of the clutches of their hands. Because if they lose a round now, they're going to have issues. They're going to lose their economy, and this will go in the favor of Bravado Gaming. They need to find this. They need to bring this alive. They need to hold strong, and that's how you do it. kustoM finding one of that famous bomb is going to go down on B's side. Fadey planting the bomb, and right now the rotates are coming in. CTs need to get this retake. Konvict is moving up towards drop down. There is a player there. Will you find it? They're trying to get the knife. Konvict takes down Elusive. Elusive being sneaky, trying to get that knife action, and LighteRTZ shutting down Fadey. Now we're carrying on a 5 vs 1 situation, and this is all up in the hands of JT. JT knows the bomb's going to defuse. There is a molly there, and Spartannn takes him down. So all players from Big 5 staying alive, and that's what you want to do. You want to farm that money, you want to keep all your players alive, and you want to start grinding out the rounds. This is a good start for Big 5.
Yeah, Big 5 getting those first 2 rounds is crucial in them potentially having a chance in this map, and keeping 5 players alive that last round definitely doesn't hurt. Of course, Bravado getting the bomb down for 2 rounds in a row means that they can buy up fully here. No AWP on Detrony though, full AKs on all the Bravado teams and on all the Bravado players, and I think maybe some of the Big 5 players should have bought up for the M4s because they just don't look strong enough in the buying terms in this round to take on those AKs with 2 MP9s, which normally you have 1 or 2 players on those money farmers, but now they have, I think, potentially too many, as Fadey manages to take on Konvict as an A-side execute is going down.
Yeah, A-side execute going down, and we'll touch on that subject a little bit more, but LighteRTZ, he finds one onto JT with that famous, but Fadey pushes through the smoke and finds LighteRTZ. That is very unfortunate. Bomb has gone down, 2 vs 4 situation right now, and there we go, Fadey. Oh man, this man is absolutely insane. Finds the head of Spazz, and this is going to go in the favor of Bravado. There is no ways kustoM is going to clutch out at 1 vs 4. I know he's a good player. I know he has aim and he has hit like crazy frags, but there's no ways he's going to clutch this with Bravado 1 vs 4. And I must agree with you, ZOID. I think Bravado outplayed Big 5 there. Bravado were meant to save that round. They had to save that round. That's how you usually do it. But they had enough money to buy the AKs, and they knew that Big 5 was going to save those, the UMPs famous. And just unfortunately, AKs just came out on top. And Bravado, AKs, headshots, not much you can do.
Yeah, and that has the consequence of going into this round. They still have suboptimal weapons there on Spazz and kustoM, and they did manage to buy M4s for the rest of the players. But if they lose this round, then it's going to look dicey there for the Big 5 team, as all the Bravados still have loads of utility and full AKs on the whole team, and they also have a little bit of money in the bank from that previous round.
Yeah, Fadey finding the head of Spartannn over there. Spartannn just trying to play the elusive spot, but just can't do it as well. Konvict, though, he's holding this angle. Will he be able to find the kill? He does take down Fadey to 4 HP, so that is definitely a nice dink there. And LighteRTZ, he needs to come up bigger. He finds one, but he can't find the second one. That is Detrony taking down LighteRTZ with that refrag. So LighteRTZ did well to find one. It would be nice to see if he could find the second one. They do need to find Fadey, though. They need to clutch him out on that 4 HP. And Fadey finds one, but Spazz, he comes back and he takes 2. That was a nice lineup. We're currently on a 2 vs 2 situation now. Bomb is going down on B side, and here comes that retake. We do have Elusive pushing straight up, and I don't know if kustoM is going to be expecting this. It looks like kustoM is looking in the right area. kustoM, he needs to find this kill, but he can't. Elusive with that AK. As I said, those AKs are too dangerous, and Detrony finding Spazz. So now things are not looking good, ZOID. You can't go up with FAMASs versus AKs against Bravado Gaming. That is just not going to work.
Yeah, and we can see it in the buy here. Spazz manages to force a scout, but the rest of the players on Big 5 thoroughly unequipped for this round, as it is 14 rounds towards Bravado, so they have to get everything they can. But Bravado just going out strong onto the A side, very fast. Fadey leading the charge there. Spazz manages to find Sonic. We'll see if potentially the rest of the team can salvage this round. Spazz also finds Fadey, so great work from Spazz on that scout. Will it be enough though, as JT and Elusive take down players of their own? Konvict, the last man alive on the CT side, and he's playing for almost the overtime life here, trying to keep Bravado off that overtime. Detrony's flashed off, and Konvict takes down Detrony. So really well played by Konvict to get those last two
Yeah, I was
kills.
really worried there because he still managed to get Konvict down to 39 HP, even though he was flashed. So that was very dangerous. Konvict, they're doing a great job to clutch that out for his team. 6-14. This is going to be tough. I do not think it's possible, but I have hope, Big Five. I think you guys, if you play together, it's still definitely possible. The dream can still happen, but Bravado looking very strong. They do not have many rounds to play with here, and this is surely nearing the end. Can Big Five hold this together? Can they get more rounds on the board? Or Bravado going to take the win?
So, I mean, in this round, Big Five, they haven't sort of weathered the full onslaught yet, as Detrony still has an AWP. JT and ELUSIVE, even though they lost that round, they still managed to pick up AKs, but Spartannn getting up close takes JT down with the MP9, so that's one of the AKs off of the terrorist side. Yeah,
there we go. So we do have a player down. That is JT going down, and now the T's, they're coming through CT, and they want to try and push through that Ivy area and get onto the B side, but they can't. LighteRTZ, he pushes through the smoke. Can he find the Sonic with that Glock? That Glock burst spray there. Sonic taking him down, and that is hilarious. Sonic, that is the second time he's pulled out the Glock and found kills. That is just that should not happen. But Sonic, you're insane, man. Now we do have ELUSIVE left alive and an AWP in the hands of Spartannn. ELUSIVE gets shut down. LighteRTZ going big, taking down 3k there. I think that was for LighteRTZ. A nice round there for Big Five. Finally getting up to that 7 rounds, halfway to matching Bravado Gaming's 14. Definitely a bit of different pace coming up from Big Five. These two maps not their favorite, but if they clutch this out and get this to cash, things could get interesting.
So now, finally, Big Five managing to weather that onslaught from Bravado, and Bravado having to save this next round. Full blocks from them, as they do not, of course, have enough money to buy. But they're taking it a little bit slow with these blocks, going towards the B site. And there was a stack from the CTs on A, expecting that rush out early. But kustoM and LighteRTZ growing a bit wise, going back towards the B site, as Bravado seem to be ready to push onto that B site.
Yep, definitely a B play coming in, and here we go. Bomb is moving his way onto B side. It surely should get planted. There you go. Bomb get planted. JT, he finds a kill with that Glock, but kustoM, he comes back. This could there be a Kobe coming in? No, unfortunately not. CT is doing well to get this retake. There is 3 more players left alive, but if we have a look right now, oh my, Sonic, he gets found out by Konvict. He must have made some sound. I thought that would have worked. He was going for the long play flank. There must have been a sound cue there because he does get found out, but Big Five Esports does well to keep 4 players alive. Spazz on 1 HP though with that AK, and another round in the favor of Big Five. Finally, we have a slight game on our hands.
Yeah, Bravado now going to be able to buy up into this round. I don't think they have enough money for an AWP unless they forgo head armor, and they don't see head armor on all players. Of course, versus CTs, they don't want to skimp on that head armor because the M4s, of course, take 2 shots to kill a head armored player. So Bravado picking up full AKs, and Konvict going onto the AWP now for Big Five instead of Spazz, and he's playing quite dynamically here on the A side. He's pushed all the way up onto the train and checking that main area, but the Bravado players, we've got 3 of them towards the Ivy area, and this isn't something we really saw Big Five do.
Yeah, definitely not, but this is going to get interesting now because here comes the buy round. So, as you said, 5 AKs in the hands of Bravado Gaming. This is when things get interesting. Bomber has been left down. This is a slow play. So, Bravado just respecting Big Five right now and realize they have got a couple of rounds on the board. They are feeling CT side and they just need to hold fast. ELUSIVE, though, he finds a player. That he takes down Spazz. So, ELUSIVE finds Spazz, and that's a great way to open round for Bravado. But Konvict, he returns. He takes down Fadey with that AWP. We haven't really seen Konvict play that AWP that much, but he finds a kill, and that's what we like to see. Right now, the CTs just need to hold on, but Bomb is rotating its way towards B. It seems Sonic, though, he finds Spartannn. Spartannn turns his back to A main. Mistakes were made. You do not turn your back to A main. You're going to find yourself a lurker there, but Konvict finds the second kill onto Detrony, and we do have 2 T players left alive. JT, though, he's made his way all the way off to site, and things could get dangerous here. I don't think they know JT's pushed this far up.
Yeah, JT pushed all the way up there to bomb train, and now he might push the Ivy angle. No, the bomb goes down, so he's going to play a little bit safer as the CTs now have to retake. kustoM coming from the zigzag area. Bravado players playing very safe here. JT not peeking the bomb at all. Sonic also not peeking. But I think Big 5, they need to get someone onto that bomb a little bit earlier, but they're not feeling confident. JT takes down LighteRTZ, but it's all on Sonic to find the other two players, and the bomb is planted for him. Can he find it? As they're sticking the defuse there, and kustoM takes down Sonic, so good team play from Big 5.
Yeah, so nice clash round there. They stick that defuse, and they get the round. So that was really nice. They needed that one, and they've pushed Bravado back onto a save run, unless they're going to force fire up here. But we do have a timer coming in, as we do have must be a technical issue. These things happen from time to time, and it's been a pretty smooth game so far. So let's just wrap this up right now. So Bravado Gaming took map 1 on Cobblestone pretty convincingly, 16-2. Big 5 Esports struggled on T-side here on Train, but they are bringing it back. They're currently sitting on 9-14. This is still doable for them, considering that Bravado are on the verge of going into a save. So Bravado have opted to buy up this round. As you can see, there are AKs coming out. So if Big 5 shut them down here, ZOID, there's going to be a save coming on. So we could look at a potential 11-14 coming out. If we just look at the scoreboard right now, we have Detrony on 23 frags, Fadey on 22 frags, JT close up there with 19, and Sonic on 17. On Big 5 Esports side, they're starting to come alive, but they do not have the fragging power just yet, as we only have Konvict on 14, Spazz 16, LighteRTZ 15, Spartannn and kustoM 10 and 12. So they got some work to do there, but they are starting to come alive. They are starting to find rounds, and they are starting to find these frags. And definitely think they're starting to change up is confidence and buddy system. What are your thoughts? What do you think they're doing differently? Do you think it's just a case of these side changes making a difference here as well?
I think it's definitely that CT side will be a little bit easier on this map, but also as the confidence comes in, players can take more peeks that they wouldn't really take if they think Bravado are some unstoppable force that they're going to lose every time they peek. So it's a bit of confidence, a bit of the side change, and Big 5 have only lost 2 rounds this half so far. They lost that 3rd and 4th rounds, which were bye rounds from Bravado. So Bravado, of course, on a bye into this round, and seeing as Bravado has lost 4, it means every round that they lose after this, they're going to get 3,400. So it's not going to be a long time between bye rounds, pretty much one apiece. So you'll buy and then you'll save, or, you know, if Bravado are feeling confident, they can even force with 3,400 and get head armor and a Galil and maybe some smokes and flashes on their players. So the time out is finished. Seems like ELUSIVE is back in the server, and this round is going to go on.
Yeah, so here we go. We're going into the next round. Can Big 5 find some more rounds on the board? Can they shut down Bravado? If they shut down Bravado right here, we're going to go into another save round by them, which is what they need right now. And Bomb is looking like it's moving towards the B area. So right now, there might be a bit of a fake coming through, as mollies and utilities are going out onto A site. Bomb slowly moving away towards B. This is going to be a tough hold. We do have 2 CTs holding the connector area. I'm not really sure about this play. It is very different from what we've seen before, but this is going to be a burst T push onto B side, which is very dangerous, because if they get B side, oh, there's going to be a headshot coming out there. There we go. Okay, Detrony has missed those shots, so they're going to, but he does find kustoM finally, and the bomb surely will go down shortly. And this is the issue with B side. You lose that B side straight on early up, you are going to have a tough time trying to get it back in your favor. And here we go. Detrony, will he find a kill? He does. Orb Konvict though, he finds 2 with that orb, and he does a great job to stay alive there. And now we're on a 3 versus 1 situation. Spartannn and a dream. Can he find one? He can't. Fadey, he knows where he's coming from. He takes down Spartannn, and that is the easy round in the favor of Bravado Gaming. Big 5 needed that round. They had to find that round to keep climbing this mountain, but Bravado finds it, puts him on to 15. One more round in the favor of Bravado. This will go 2-0 for the ECA Season 26 Finals.
Yeah, so Big 5 playing quite far back on the site there. LighteRTZ and kustoM were playing all the way from connector, and that means as soon as Bravado pulls the trigger and goes onto the B site, they manage to almost get enough real estate. And now going into this round, they're going very fast on the A site. They want to get this done. There are 2 AWPs there on the Big 5 side, so Konvict and kustoM don't hit their shots. They're going to be losing this round, but kustoM hits 1, Fadey and JT take some more, so it's just Konvict and kustoM playing for their ESEA finals life, as Bravado is on 15 rounds this round.
Yeah, so here we go. We are on that save situation. Well, that retake situation. We've got 2 orbs in the hands of Konvict. Konvict does find Detrony. Can they find more? It's 2 versus 3 right now, and we do have the bomb going down. So time's running out. Konvict, he isn't that smoke there. We'll be able to find player, but there we go. JT and Fadey finding each, and that is going to be 16-9 in the favor of Bravado. That is it. 2-0 in the finals. Bravado taking it out convincingly versus Big 5.
Yeah, so that's season 26 of the South African ESEA leg. Bravado taking it 2-0. Very convincing final from them. Didn't really seem like they were in trouble at all during that game. So well played from them, and they have, of course, secured their place there, showing that they are indeed still the best.
Yeah, well, you know, not the best because we have energy, but there we go. Bravado, they do win out 2-0 versus Big 5. That's going to help their ranking a lot, and a very convincing win from Bravado, taking that 16-9. Casters tonight was myself, IsoWolf, and joining me was ZOID. ZOID, we wanted a closer matchup, right? We definitely wanted that to go a lot closer than it did. We had a bit more hope going from Big 5, especially since they did take the win over... Energy recently in the semi-finals. What do you think went wrong? Do you think they just don't have that fragging ability like Bravado do? Do you think Bravado are just too good? Do you think they need to just work on that buddy system a little more? Because when they had that buddy system and they were confident, they started taking rounds. What do you think went wrong? Do you think it's just a case of, you know, just a skill level gap? Do you think it was just them not feeling it today? What are your thoughts on the match?
I think, yeah, it was a bit of everything in the sense that Big 5 is a newish team compared to Bravado. Of course, Bravado has been together for forever, and lots of the players know exactly how to play off one another. And we've got the greats who have been there forever in the form of Detrony, who live the game. They know the game in its entirety, and up against players who also have been playing for a really long time, but are now playing with newer players. You know, it's like Spartannn is a lot younger than some of the other players, and I think potentially just the fact that they are a newer team and they're coming up against the greats. Bravado has a little bit of nerves, and of course, I think Big 5 managed to do everything they wanted to this season, coming second. I mean, that's great as it is.
Yeah, definitely.
You know,
it's still a great result at the end of the day. Going straight into the finals is a massive achievement. So definitely congratulations to Big 5 getting second and Bravado taking it out the win. Both teams did a very great job to get to where they were. That's without a doubt. And Big 5 definitely a team to keep your eye on, as they do have insane fraggers and players. Just reading chat right now. It's not a buddy system, it's a trade. But what I mean by buddy system is that you have 2 players just, you know, sticking together and making sure they do get that refrag or get that trade or whatever you would like to call it. Yeah, so that's basically what we mean with that. If you guys do have any questions, drop them in chat. We'll try and answer them for the next couple of minutes. But yeah, definitely Bravado. You know, who are your standout players? Who do you think went big there? For me, I'm going to put it down on Sonic and Fadey. I'm not sure if you agree.
Yeah, Sonic and Fadey are, of course, incredible players, and the players you often hear touted as the best in South Africa. I'm a bit of a Detrony fanboy. I think I really enjoy the AWP play, and I think it definitely shuts down sites and keeps the team feeling stable. So I don't know, Bravado, just all of them are really good, but I think in the end, standout players, Sonic and Fadey.
Yeah, definitely. And who do you think from the Big 5 side that caught your attention? Who did you enjoy watching?
I think I really enjoyed Konvict and kustoM. They seem to end up in a lot of the clutches, and both of them managing to close it out in a few of those. So definitely great players, and just unfortunately not going their way tonight.
Yeah, definitely. I can't agree more. There's not really much for us to say. That was Season Finals 26 ZA leg of ESEA. The winners of that, who took the whole prize, took the pie, took the cake, and all the icing, is Bravado. Convincing win from them. Big 5 running up, taking second place, did a great job on their behalf to get that far, and did show us they can take rounds off of Bravado. If you guys have any comments or any suggestions for our future streams, please do join our Discord and make sure you guys come say what's up over there. We're definitely down for improving the stream. We are very new to this, so we are working every day to try and make it better. We are going to jump onto a normal stream shortly, so if you guys do want to go have a break, a 10-minute break, and find something to drink or chill, whatever, we will be back with a normal stream shortly where ZOID and myself will most likely be playing either PUBG or CSGO. We can talk a bit more about the game, we can talk about gaming in general, whatever you want really. We'll be around for a little bit. Yeah, thank you guys so much for pulling in. It was really great getting some local support and for you guys to come watch local CSGO. Whatever issues we did encounter, we have made notes and we will try and fix them for the future. We're going to be around for a very long time, so make sure you guys hit those likes, subs, follows. We're on pretty much every social media platform, and we'll see you guys in the future. Thank you so much. Have a good evening, and we will see you guys at the next one. ZOID, any last closing words? ZOID has left the building. That was too much heat for him. We're going to be out. Thank you so much, guys. I hope you guys have a great evening further. We will catch you in the future.